Welcome back to another episode of 108 Debates. I am your host, King Steve.
He don't know the topic.
Two-part episode. One episode. Listen, what are the expectations for the Heat against the Lakers in the finals? Also, what does that mean for them going into next season?
First off, I gotta stop you because first off, first down, first whatever. I'm not okay with this. I am a Heat fan. I like Bam and Tyler Herro, Big Blue Nation. But Jason Tatum is a superstar. We're not finna end this series.
What does it have to? No,
Jason Tatum is a superstar.
Because we're shooting this in the series with 3-2.
The series is over.
Thank you.
When you're going against bona fide dogs, it is what it is.
So Jason Tatum's not a dog.
No, he's a dog.
Let me apologize.
But there's a few more. There's some punks on that team.
You know what I'm saying?
They're not dogs.
So we had this young lady, you know what I'm saying, old woman on the show a little while back in March, and my other guests were, berating her and telling her this and that, and my comments were that the Bucks were going to beat the Heat. I almost gave a Chuck guarantee, you know what I'm saying, but
was one of the people from Alabama?
Yes.
Yes. Bama and Eric.
I was wrong, you know what I'm saying? So here we are now. I apologize. You were right. You called the series, so on and so forth. Actually, I wanted to spit on you for saying that they was gonna beat.
What?
Saying that they was going to. No, I would never do it. But saying that they was going to the finals, I laughed at that. I did say for sure that they would not beat the Celtics. Mm-hmm. Boom. Here I was, 2 series wrong. It happens to the best of us, and not the rest of us. You know what I'm saying?
Not me.
Let's move forward with that. And
thank you so much. And
she had the juice. She had the juice.
And what you can't do is like when you're playing against bona fide dogs, you just don't go against them. Bona fide dogs and a tremendous president, Pat Riley, and also
we skipped the whole coach,
Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra, a top 5 coach in the league, who makes adjustments like none other. When you're going against dogs, a tremendous president, and a top 5
coach. Would you have said that before this year about Eric Spoelstra?
Oh, I said all the time about Eric Spoelstra.
I said he was a video guy before this year.
Check this out.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
Come on.
That's messed up.
What are the expectations of Miami versus the Los Angeles LeBrons?
Did you say LeBron?
I did.
Well, that mask is wet now.
Shut up. Now, listen.
It almost caught a blaze.
I hate that line. What you losing?
Okay, you guys. So, this is what I think about Miami and the Lakers. Yeah. So.
You try.
I believe that this series can go anyway. I believe that with the Lakers, they have a size advantage in Dwight Howard. But, like he said earlier off camera, and JaVale McGee and AD, Miami's gonna force them to play their style, which is they're probably gonna go smaller, right? So, with that being said, it can go either way. I think it all depends on how
what can go either way?
The series. Miami could beat the Lakers, and the Lakers could beat Miami.
Give me a percentage, like over, under, or something.
Miami has a 60% chance of beating the Lakers.
Wait, 1-6?
60. They have a 60%.
So you have Miami as a favorite.
If Bam Adebayo is healthy.
Both teams are healthy.
Yes. Assuming everybody is healthy, but Bam Adebayo is currently injured with a wrist injury right now, and he's struggling against the Celtics. If he happens to be 100%, they have a 60% chance at beating the Lakers because they're dogs. See, here's the thing. The Lakers have gone against the Nuggets, but they lack playmaking. Miami, they don't have many flaws. I mean, like that, except for one thing, size. But assuming that if the Lakers play...
No. Before I go to him, you said they don't have many flaws except for one thing, size. Yeah. Lakers have 17 championships off of size alone.
Yeah, well, they never play Miami. So, back to what I was saying.
I'm just making sure.
Here's the thing. The Lakers have a size advantage and the Miami doesn't. So that being said, Miami, that's the only flaw. Now, Jimmy Butler is going to have to step up. He's going to have to average about 20 points a game, which I believe he's capable of doing. And if he doesn't do it, Tyler, they need to have at least 2 players averaging 20 in the finals, and they're capable of it. If they do it, they can beat the Lakers. And that's that. So I will go on record saying if Miami has at least 2 players averaging 20 against the Lakers, they can beat them, and they will beat them in the NBA Finals and become the 2020 NBA champions.
2019.
2019, whatever it is.
Go ahead. My expectations for the Heat next year, they're gonna.
No. What's the expectation for the series first? You don't want to talk about it because neither series is over. We're not doing it.
One series is over.
Facts.
Right.
But it's not over.
But the Nuggets, we don't know that because the Nuggets are the 3-1.
That's cool. That's cool. LeBron might get 3-1.
Yeah, they're the comeback kids.
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when the Lakers meet the Heat in the finals? You know what I'm saying?
They too young. Listen, the same thing I thought about with the Nuggets. That's the type of team LeBron 4-0. You too young. LeBron got the understanding of how to win games, how to put himself and put his teammates in certain situations.
Question: why were those games so close? Every game, the Lakers and Nuggets. If he got such Denver could really be 2-2 right now against them because they were close games.
Possibility.
So he don't have a huge understanding where he just killing.
So the reason why I hate that, I agree with what you're saying. The reason why I hate that is something like I could easily say, oh well, Jokic and Plumlee haven't been deep into the playoffs. That's why that switch happened like it did, and that's why AD got the shot off. You see what I'm saying? So I agree with what you're saying. It could be 2-2, but I can always, no matter what happens, I can always be like, oh well, that's why this player has been to the playoffs over time and time again because
we're gonna do that with every game one.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying we're gonna do that with every game one.
That's why I say I agree with what you're saying, but I hate
because when Jamal Murray said, I was like, I feel you, bro, but it's not what it is. Like,
well, what do you think this series is gonna be?
The Lakers, I think. I love you, Tyler. I love you, Bam.
Don't you disrespect.
LeBron can sweep it.
No! Miami is not getting swept.
And all depends on how
Miami
AD
is
come
not
out,
getting
bro.
swept. If Miami loses, it will be at least six games.
Bam.
At least 6.
Bam gonna give AD problems because he gonna work and he can guard AD.
Bam.
6'9".
We're not doing that.
Miami are They're fighters. The Nuggets, they're dogs.
I'm just saying. Look, it's like me and you. Big brother, little brother. I come to your house.
That's very specific.
I'm just saying, like, AD the bigger brother, Bam the little brother. AD gonna come in to give Bam work, but I feel like Bam is competitive.
What about the role players? The role players on the Lakers will be outperformed tremendously, and we don't even know how they're gonna respond to Miami's defense yet.
That comes with having 2 top 5 players in the league on the same roster.
You're not zoning LeBron and AD.
I understand.
That's what they do best.
What about the role players?
I agree, but I guess what
about KCP and Danny Green?
Did you say that the year that the Thunder was up? I mean, no. Did you say that the year that the Golden State Warriors was up 3-1 over Cleveland?
I wasn't analyzing back then.
But I guess what I'm saying is you anticipated the role players, which they still did more. The role players on Golden State still did more than LeBron and Kyrie.
That's true, but LeBron is he's up for a challenge. Listen. The Denver are dogs. Miami are bona fide dogs. He's not.
That ain't more bona fide dogs than the team that's been.
Hey, listen.
They've been in
6 closeout games,
and they've been in 4 Game 7s in the past 2 years.
I get it, but Miami would never allow themselves to be in those positions.
And that's why I feel like she gonna bust them. She gonna mess them up.
If they was in the West, you couldn't say that.
No, but I'm talking about in general. Like they think it's funny and cool to be down 3-1. That's not. Jimmy Butler would be pissed off if he was down 3-1.
Jason Tatum. Listen again. I believe the Celtics gonna beat them, but he had 28 in the second.
Wait, you think the Celtics are gonna beat?
No, I believe Miami's still gonna beat the Celtics. But he had 28 in the second half of the game they lost. Right?
Who is the MVP so far of the Miami Celtics series?
Jason Tatum.
No.
From Miami side?
No, from Miami in Celtics series, you got Jason Tatum as the.
Listen. You know what?
That's fair.
Look, same thing you said. It could be 2-2. It could be 2-2.
I hate doing that.
No, I'm just knocking.
No, we're not doing that. Though.
Take the block. No, I'm just saying. Look at that block.
No, you don't take the block away.
I'm not.
That feeds into her point. They're dogs, okay? They got the block because
no. I'm saying no, but how many people make that block? It's different. It's different from.
That's my point, fam. Like you can't bring it up, bro. Like,
listen, Jason, the Nuggets lost because they made a mistake and didn't switch. Miami won because they were dogs and they blocked them.
See, that's why I hate using that narrative.
You name me 5 other times you see somebody hand in the rim. That was a dunk. The ball was in the rim.
So I want the soundbite right now. I want the soundbite right now. You have Miami winning against the Lakers in the finals.
If
No. You said 60% chance.
60.
Who's winning the finals?
Miami Heat's winning the finals. That's who's winning the finals. The Miami Heat.
Bro.
4-1 at max.
That was the world's best soundbite ever. But like she had to. I wish she didn't have a mask on though. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Miami Heat is winning the finals. Miami Heat is winning the 2019 to 2020 NBA Finals. Mark my words.
Hey, check
Put
that
that mask back up. We gotta say your pops.
boy. All right.
You are terrible.
Facts. So hold on. Here's the thing. Moving forward, I want this to be said. She has them winning. You have them potentially getting swept. If they win 2, if they games or they force a game 7, you're not going to be surprised. You're just saying that LeBron being LeBron and them taking care of business.
Team he can sweep.
All right, I'm going to tell you right now, it's the finals. They'll get minimum 1 game. I'm giving them 2. I'm giving them 2. Like so. Here's the thing. Again, I don't care what nobody says. Nobody can convince me different about how the NBA does their series. If it is a star player. The more games that they play, and I'm talking ultra star, LeBron, KD, you know what I'm saying, like Kobe at one point in time, even Dwight Howard. If it is an ultra star in the NBA, you make more money off making them play more games. If it's not,
Miami in 7.
If you, I'm done. If you just got 2 teams full of, we don't really care. They don't make more money off extending the series.
Miami is not going down in the finals.
2 teams we don't care about. It had to be LeBron. LeBron's first.
The entire East first round. All right, so that's what I'm saying. So
they be competitive though. But the East be more competitive than the West.
Here's the thing: they competitive off their own nature. They're not the Blazer series and the Rocket series against the Lakers. Were why? Because they came out Lakers first game for both series. They look lackluster. I don't care what nobody says. LeBron feels like, the NBA gonna get y'all a game anyway. Let me just fill y'all out. He didn't do that with the Nuggets. Why? They came back from 3-1 twice.
And you don't want to give the Nuggets anything.
Yeah, and another thing, when you a superstar like LeBron, because I'm a LeBron James fan, haven't always been, but I am. I can't believe y'all put a whole highlight collage together the fouls he didn't get, and then y'all gave him every foul in the book.
Oh, you smart.
Yeah, and I hope the Nuggets presented a case tonight, and I want to see a difference. And this is what I'll say: if Miami happens to lose,
it's a lot of ifs.
Because there's so much politics with when LeBron is in the playoffs. There's so much politics. Like, you saw a completely different game with the refs when he presented his case. He got to line how many times, and the Nuggets didn't, and then they got presented the case. So that being said, Miami
shot 35 free throws.
Miami,
he went to the line 14 times in that game. The next game after they sent that footage in.
Yeah, so Miami are the full-blown defensive dogs, just offensive and defensive dogs. That being said, they're gonna give LeBron work, and let me find out they're giving LeBron extra calls. So that'll be the only reason why they won if they give LeBron extra calls. Let me find out. LeBron, I'm at your front door.
You gonna make a call? What, you gonna make a call?
No, I'm gonna pull up.
You go to his front door. The security guard gonna snatch you up.
I don't even care about the expectations.
I love you, LeBron. I really do. I love you.
No, I don't even care about the expectations for next season. Now this has become, Joy, you have to give me your focus on, like, how do you have? Yes, they're a defensive team. Nobody on that team is guarding LeBron. Now again, I'm not looking for.
They can tangle.
I'm not looking for. You know what? No, wait, come on. You know what's funny that you say that? Kawhi Leonard contained LeBron James.
And he averaged 37.
57% shooting. Okay, all right.
You gonna put old Iggy on him?
Yeah, but look though.
Please say yes. Wait, no, answer that.
What?
You gonna put old Iggy on him?
No, Iggy's a bench player now.
Okay.
You gonna put Jay Crowder on him? Not even Jimmy.
Because he did the same thing to Kawhi. He did the
Listen.
All right.
When we're talking about bona fide, see, I think y'all are missing the point. We're talking about bona fide dogs here.
All right.
So with that being said, you can't.
Duncan Robinson a bona fide dog.
He's a pup. He's the only pup on the team.
I'm not asking why you have them as contenders. Or no, I'm not asking why you have them contenders. You said they're the favorite in that series for you.
Listen, because they put so much effort on defense and offense. A lot of times these players, they don't switch. They don't on offense or defense. Miami switches every time they pass the ball on offense, and on defense they switch every time somebody pass the ball on being on offense when they're on play on defense. That being said, they're going to make it hard for LeBron. Like Eric Spoelstra, listen.
LeBron's had it hard before.
Eric Spoelstra has coached LeBron. Pat Riley was around in the vicinity when LeBron James was playing for Miami for the 4 years.
What's your point?
They're not going to lay down. They're going to do their absolute possible. They're going to listen.
I haven't seen a final series one-sided since Orlando Lakers. That was the last one-sided final series that I was able to see. The only other one that may be in question would be the Thunder Heat.
The Lakers don't have to play Miami basketball.
They swept LeBron. The Warriors did.
I apologize. He's 100% correct. You know what I'm saying? Even better, the year before that, they beat him 4-1, and it really wasn't because LeBron is on the court. Because LeBron was on the losing team. You know what I'm saying? Like it's struggleable. Like all right, like respect to the team that won. I'm just saying, like you know what I'm saying, like LeBron lost, but
he still could have won. Now when they got 4-1, they beat that 4-0 series was actually better. No, the team was worse.
Agreed.
The team was worse.
They was coming out of halftime with like 85 points apiece. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but I'm just saying I haven't seen a final series that one-sided in a long time.
I got a question for you, Cliff.
Yes, ma'am.
I had a point.
I'm sorry.
I don't remember what it was.
I'm
glad you did because
So I have a question for you. So Boston, if Boston happens, which all pigs are flying if they win, but anyways,
you will go in hiding. We'll never see you again. 11,000 followers to 0. She's gonna delete her account.
Listen, if Boston happens to beat Miami, you think they're getting swept by Lakers too? Okay, question. Who do you think is gonna give the Lakers more of a defensive challenge? Who do you think is gonna?
But so is Miami. But y'all
talking about. Never mind. I just hate the narrative of them being a very good defensive team, which they are. I just hate that narrative when the two teams are so offsetting. The Lakers are a good defensive team, but they had to go against CJ and Dame the first round. They had to go.
But Miami give so much more effort.
They did. The Lakers have shut down the two of the top 5 backcourts in the NBA.
They have.
Right? And that means something.
It does.
Because Dame and CJ.
They beat. I ain't gonna say they shut down. They beat.
So Dame had game 1.
Yeah, but Portland was like, come on, all their backs was dang near broken. CJ had a broke back.
But I'm saying,
and then they have a full roster.
Oh, I'm saying, so
Trevor Reed didn't even play.
They beat. I'm not gonna say
he doesn't matter.
Oh wow.
He doesn't matter. He hasn't been relevant since he left Kobe. Let's keep it G. He should have stayed with Kobe. He would have been a better player.
And Kendrick Nunn, like we need
he is not. Yeah, he is not.
We need him.
Listen, I'm just saying this. With Miami, I do see enough in them for you to be like, oh well.
They're not getting swept.
Now look,
that's disrespectful.
We're talking about the NBA Finals in a season that was not completed. No, they're not getting swept. There's not a chance in hell. You can give that up. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? Like we're talking about the NBA Finals where they didn't get to finish the regular season. They're gonna try to squeeze as many games as possible out.
Oh yeah, they gotta get their money.
All right. You know
if you squeeze too many and you leave Miami in Game 7, somebody getting upset.
We ain't seen them in the Game 7 yet though.
Now look.
Oh, they're dogs. They'll be fine. And we won't see them in Game 7.
We ain't seen them in the Game 7 yet.
We won't see them until Lakers.
When was the last Game 7? Cavaliers, Golden State. Other than that, when was the last Game 7 we seen in the finals?
They happened 2 years in a row, did we?
No, it did not.
4-2, 4-2, then 4-3.
4-2. They came back from a 3-1 and got 7. 4-1, 4-0. So that's what the Golden State versus the Cavaliers. So Steph Curry versus LeBron and KD versus LeBron. So that's how that went. But Game 7 in the finals was way back. What Celtics and Lakers?
Let me think.
No, you don't have to think. Celtics, Lakers. Miami never went to Game 7. Oh, they did. Spurs.
They did. And Ray Allen hit that shot.
I don't remember.
Let me think another one.
No. So it was Celtics Lakers before that. So here's my thing. With that said, you keep calling 7 Celtics. The second Celtics Lakers. The first one went 6. Then the Lakers went to play Orlando. Then they went 7 games with the Celtics. And Kobe didn't have a great shooting night, but he still put up 25.
So they had two. They had 2 of them.
Who did?
They took a year off.
Who did?
The Celtics and the Lakers.
No, it was Celtics Lakers Game 6. They lost in 6.
Okay, then the Celtics
Lakers Orlando, and then Lakers Celtics Game 7.
Remember that first time?
With the Celtics Lakers. All I'm saying is if they go 7, I'm favoriting the favorite team.
Sure.
So I'm
favoring the team with experience.
And again, you use this as a soundbite. I'm not gonna jump on you like everybody else did. I'm just saying, Game 7, LeBron ain't never lost no Game 7.
Miami are dogs.
Bark. Oh, okay.
Listen,
Have you ever seen a cat fight a dog?
Yeah, and in this case, the Lakers are cats.
Oh, okay. But you said you seen a cat fight a dog, right? Show me a video where a dog just destroyed a cat. I can show you multiple where a cat.
Well, in that case, then Miami are Rottweilers and the Lakers are Yorkies. How y'all
Yorkies. I tell you, would be the first Yorkie.
Two Rottweilers. So no, I'll give Rondo. 3 Rottweilers and some Yorkies versus a full blown roster of dogs minus Doug Robinson.
But like I say, I just don't like the narrative. Being dogs got them to this point.
Yep.
Understand something. If LeBron were still in the East, we're not having this conversation of Miami going to the finals.
We don't know. We don't know that. We don't know who.
Wait. You don't know that.
No, on the Cavs, Miami could take them for sure. That's a fact.
I'm telling you, stop right now. They said the same thing about the Celtics, and the Celtics were better the year that they went Game 7.
I got a question. Who's been right, me or him?
Me.
I've
been right more on my show.
Who's been right? I have. Y'all need if y'all want to win, y'all are betting bet on Miami.
I didn't say that the Miami had no chance. I'm just saying
if they go to 7, it's Miami taking it. I guarantee you.
They're not getting the 7.
I can't do that.
If they go to 7,
it's not getting the 7.
I'm not saying no. I just can't do it. That is. You know what? I'll give you credit for this though. I don't
think they got a chance against the Lakers.
So if they're not going to 7, then it's Miami City.
I'm still nervous that they're not gonna get past Jason Tatum.
They'll be fine. Listen, as long as the only thing that's gonna stop Miami from beating the Lakers is Bam Adebayo injuries. Okay, Bam Adebayo, he has an injured wrist.
Okay, so Bam is healthy. He's stopping AD.
No, but he's going to put a point.
I'm not.
Bam is not a scorer. He's more of a.
Even if he averages 10 in that series, better. Even if he averages 14 in that series, is that going to beat the Lakers just off because Bam is scoring points? No, it's not.
I want to listen. Here's my thing. I want to see how Miami's defense looks on the Lakers. And if it looks trash, then Lakers win it all.
They got
but it won't be.
Miami at their best when they in the zone. You can't go zone against the Lakers.
I don't know about that. I feel like Eric Spoelstra, he schemes his defense based on the roster and how they play. So it could be zone one day and whatever else.
I agree, but it's not
because they haven't played zone the whole year.
Here's the thing, though. But I want just be mindful of this. We've seen Miami at their best, no question.
No, that's cap. We haven't seen them play. They have not played their best basketball yet, whatsoever. They haven't even played a full 48 minutes.
Oh, what you mean?
Miami has not.
Miami, what you mean they haven't played a full?
They have not played their best. Like this is not. They look worse than what I've seen from them. Like they can play better. That's a fact.
Look.
Do you agree with me?
I kind of do because they be having bad shooting.
Yeah,
no, stop.
See, no, because he hasn't watched it. Listen, Miami. No, let's talk about the regular season. Miami has not played their best basketball. They have not played a full game.
They play against. Y'all give zero credit to the team they play against.
I called Jason
but I'm saying, but y'all just told me you acknowledge. She said, but you acknowledge how they play on defense. Oh, they haven't really shot the ball that great. That's credit to the teams that they play to as well. Just because you're shooting up and jumpers don't mean you're supposed to make them number one.
For example, Miami's main problem is they get comfortable. So like last game, the game they played yesterday, they played a good first half. They had solid defense, okay offense. And then they got comfortable. They was up by 12, and they came back after the quarter, and they got comfortable. They will play defense. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I haven't seen Miami play a full game yet. Like I've seen them play before. Like they either play a good first half, whether it's good offense and bad defense, and they come back and they're winning, and they really don't look that good to me because I know they can play better.
So because I can't get anything outside of their dogs and Bam Adebayo. I guess what I'm saying. I'm gonna say this respectfully to the Miami Heat. I don't see it yet. I see how y'all got to where y'all are. I see how y'all can compete in the games, not necessarily the series. I see how y'all can compete in the games in the finals. But Tyler Herro putting up 37 to win a game, it's not gonna happen against LA. Well, let me rephrase. I highly doubt it. I don't see LA giving up to a rookie, you know what I'm saying, 37 points in a game, in a finals matchup at that. Jimmy Butler, the reason why I doubted the Heat for so long was because of Jimmy Butler. ironically, the reason why they are where they are is the reason why I doubted them, because of Jimmy Butler, his leadership, his tenacity, his gumption, so on and so
and
forth.
His selflessness.
You know what I'm saying? Like we can build upon his accolades like during the regular season, getting them to this point, and even in the playoffs. I'm just saying I don't see it being enough to trump. If they do, I'll admit that I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while to get to that point to have that revelation.
Anything can happen in the bubble.
No, that I do not believe. I don't believe that. No, I don't. Because there's one thing about
I hate that laugh.
One thing about something that has not changed. Everybody said the bubble circumstances would change a lot.
It did. No, it didn't.
You say it didn't?
But anything can happen still.
Look, LeBron James. LeBron James. Now, does that mean that he's guaranteed to win? No, there's not.
And a lot of y'all haters that saying Miami is only here because of the bubble, y'all are lying. They was gonna be here regardless. That's a whole lie, because they were gonna beat the Bucks.
Yeah. Knowing what I know now, hindsight for me anyway, not y'all, but knowing what I know now, guaranteed like they were gonna be here regardless.
My only thing is what Miami's biggest problem is. Jimmy Butler, you gotta go get that bucket when things are going bad. Things be going bad for the Heat. Yeah. And Jimmy don't say, "Hey, get out the way."
He stood up first, and then like you saw the 40-point game he had.
Yeah.
And it's like after
but that's all of their problem, except for Tyler Herro. Because if you tell him, "Hey, look, let me do it," but Bam, he's passive. Mm-hmm. Jimmy, he's passive. Now Gordon Dragic,
he'll go and get it.
He'll go get it, but it's Gordon.
It's like, all right, now.
You know what I'm saying? Like Gordon, you're Gordon.
Miami in 6. Lakers in 6.
Miami in 7.
She said Miami in 7.
Maybe 5.
He say Lakers in 5, potentially sweep. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe. Cart Gadgets in the link below. Use promo code STIGGS STIGGS for 20% off your entire purchase.
I'm sober.
Are you drunk yet?